In a small town, there lived a boy named Kabir. He was smart and quick to learn, and his teachers often praised him. But Kabir had a big problem. He wasted a lot of time. Instead of studying or doing useful things, he spent hours playing games, chatting with friends, and watching videos on his phone. His parents often told him, "Time is like money. If you waste it, you will regret it." But Kabir would laugh and say, "Don't worry, I have plenty of time. I'll study later." A hard lesson. One day, his school announced the exam results. Kabir, who was once a top student, had failed in many subjects. His teachers were disappointed, and his friends stopped talking to him. At home, he saw his parents holding his report card. Their sad faces made him feel worse than anything else. That night, Kabir lay awake thinking, what went wrong? Confused and upset, he went to his grandfather, an old and wise man who had seen many things in life. "Grandpa, I don't understand. I am smart, but I still failed. Why?" His grandfather smiled gently. "My dear boy, being smart is not enough. If you don't use your time wisely, even the smartest person can fail." "But Grandpa," Kabir asked, "I can always study later, right?" His grandfather shook his head. "No, my child. Time is like river water. Once it flows away, it never comes back." Kabir looked confused, so his grandfather decided to tell him a story. The story of the careless carpenter. In another village, there was a famous carpenter named Harish. He could make beautiful furniture from wood, and everyone loved his work. But Harish had one bad habit. He always delayed his work. Whenever someone gave him an order, he would say, "I'll start tomorrow." Days passed, then weeks, then months, and still, the work was not done. One day, a rich businessman came to Harish and said, "I want you to make a grand wooden chair for the mayor. If you do a good job, you will become the mayor's personal carpenter and earn a lot of money." Harish was excited. "Of course, I will start today." But as usual, he delayed. He spent his time talking to friends and walking around the village, thinking, "I have a lot of time." Months later, when the businessman came back, the chair was only half finished. Angry and disappointed, he took the work to another carpenter. This second carpenter was not as skilled as Harish, but was hardworking and valued time. He finished the chair on time and got the big reward. Meanwhile, Harish lost everything: his reputation, his customers, and his chance to become successful. He regretted wasting time, but it was too late. A new beginning. Hearing this story, Kabir sat in silence. For the first time, he realized his mistake. "Grandpa, is it too late for me to change?" His grandfather smiled and put a hand on his shoulder. "No, my child. The past is gone, but you can still change your future. If you start using your time wisely today, you can still achieve great things." That night, Kabir made a decision. He would not waste his time anymore. The road to success. From the next morning, Kabir changed his habits. He made a study plan, set daily goals, and spent less time on distractions. At first, it was difficult. He was tempted to go back to his old ways, but every time he felt lazy, he remembered the story of the careless carpenter. Slowly, he started seeing the results of his hard work. His teachers noticed his improvement. His parents were proud. And when the next exams came, Kabir scored the highest in his class. Years later, he became a successful businessman. Whenever people asked him the secret of his success, he would smile and say, "I learned early in life that time is the most precious gift we have." Moral of the story: time is the key to success. You can lose money and earn it back, but time, once lost, never returns. Use your time wisely, and you will achieve great things. Waste it, and you will regret it. The choice is yours.